اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Abu Lubaba ibn Abd al-Munzir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Friday is the chief of days and the greatest of days in the sight of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. It is greater in the sight of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu than the day of Al-Azha and the day of Fitr. It has 5 characteristics. Number 1, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu created Adam alayhi salam on this day. Number 2, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu sent Adam alayhi salam to earth on this day. Number 3, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu caused Adam alayhi salam to pass away on this day. Number 4, there is an hour in this day that when a person asks of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, He will certainly give him, provided he does not ask for anything unlawful. Number 5, it is on this day that the final hour will take place. There is no close, angel, sky, earth, wind, mountain and sea which do not fear Friday, because the resurrection will take place on a Friday. Mentioned by Ibn Majah. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, the sun does not rise nor set on a day better than Friday. There is no creature that does not fear Friday except these two, humans and jinn. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrate that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, there is a certain time on Friday that whatever a Muslim servant asks for Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, He will most certainly give it to him. That time is after the Asr Salah. Mentioned by Ahmad. Abu Musa al-Ashari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saying, it is from the time the Imam sits to deliver the sermon till the Salah is completed. Mentioned by Muslim. Note, there are other ahadith stating different times of Friday for the acceptance of supplications. One should therefore spend as much time as possible in supplication and acts of worship. Sunnah and optional Salah. Quranic verses. وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَتَهَجَّدْ بِهِ نَافِلَةً لَكَ عَسَىٰ أَن يَبْعَثَكَ رَبُّكَ مَقَامًا مَحْمُودًا. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu addresses His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, remain awake in some parts of the night and offer the Tahajjud Salah. It is an additional Salah for you apart from the 5 Salahs. It is hoped that by offering this Salah, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu shall convey you to the praiseworthy position. Surah Bani Israel. Note, when all the people will be in worry and distress on the day of the resurrection, they will receive salvation from this through the intercession of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the accounting of deeds will commence. This right of intercession is known as the praiseworthy position. Bayan al-Quran. وَالَّذِينَ يَبِيتُونَ لِرَبِّهِمْ سُجَّدًا وَقِيَامًا. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu enumerates a good quality of His righteous servants, those who spend the night bowing and prostrating before their sustainer. Surah Al-Furqan. تتجافى جنوبهم عن المضاجع يدعون ربهم خوفا وطمعا ومما رزقناهم ينفقون فلا تعلم نفس ما أخفي لهم من قرة أعين جزاء بما كانوا يعملون. Their sides remain away from their beds, calling upon their sustainer in fear of his punishment and hoping for his reward, and whatever we gave them as provision they spend thereof, so no soul knows what delights are in store for them. This is the reward for their actions. Surah As-Sajdah. إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ فِي جَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ آخِذِينَ مَا آتَاهُمْ رَبُّهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُحْسِنِينَ كَانُوا قَلِيلًا مِنَ اللَّيْلِ مَا يَهْجَعُونَ وَبِالْأَسْحَارِ هُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. The righteous shall be in gardens and springs, taking whatever rewards their sustainer gives them. Before this, in the world, there were those who used to do good. They used to sleep very little at night. For example, they used to spend a major portion of the night in worship, and they used to seek forgiveness in the later part of the night. Surah Al-Dhariyat. يا أيها المزمل قم الليل إلا قليلا نصفه وانقص منه قليلا أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا إنا سنلقي عليك قولا ثقيلا إن ناشئة الليل هي أشد وطئا وأقوم قيلا إن لك في النهار سبحا طويلا. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu addresses the Messenger of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, O you wrapped in garments, remain standing at night except little, half the night or a little less than that, or add to it and recite the Quran distinctly. We shall bestow upon you a weighty message. Surely waking up at night has the strongest impression, and the word comes out most upright. Surely you have lengthy occupations by day. Surah Al-Muzammil. Ahadith. Abu Umama radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu did not inspire a person to do anything better than offering 2 rakats of salah. Goodness is scattered on the head of a person as long as he remains in salah. The servants cannot gain proximity to Allah Jalla Jalaluhu with anything better than what emanated from him. Abu an-Nadhr said, this refers to the Quran, mentioned by Tirmidhi. Note, this ahadith means that the closest proximity to Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is acquired by the recitation of the Quran. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates, when the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam passed by a grave and asked, who is in this grave? The companions radiallahu ta'ala anhum said, such and such person. He said, 2 rakats of salah are more beloved to him than your entire world. Mentioned by Tabarani. Note, the meaning of these words of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is that the value of 2 rakats is more than all the effects of this world. You will only realize the true value of this when you go to your graves. Abu Dharr radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came outside in the winter when the leaves were falling off the trees. He held 2 branches of a tree and their leaves began falling even more. He said, O Abu Dharr. I replied, here I am, O Messenger of Allah. He said, when a Muslim servant offers salah solely for the pleasure of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, his sins fall off him just as these leaves are falling off this tree. Mentioned by Ahmad. Aisha radiallahu anha narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the person who is regular in offering 12 rakats of salah, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu builds a house for him in paradise. The 12 rakats are made up as follows: 4 rakats before Zohar, 2 rakats after Zohar, 2 rakats after Maghrib, 2 rakats after Isha, and 2 rakats before Fajr. Mentioned by Nasa'i. Aisha radiallahu anha narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not as particular about the other optional salahs as he was about the 2 rakats before Fajr. Mentioned by Muslim. Aisha radiallahu anha narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, with regard to the 2 rakats before Fajr, they are more beloved to me than the entire world. Mentioned by Muslim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to make amal upon whatever we have listened to, and may He give us the tawfiq to send this to others, inshallah. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayh.